Hello, I'm Scott Flanagan of Scott's Computer Repair here. I am going to here to show you how to install Windows 10 using the Windows 7 key. Basically, I'm going to show you how this is completely legal. It will operate like that. First things first, you're going to need a couple of things before you do this. First, you got to go to the Microsoft website, burn yourself a copy of Windows 10. Basically, you can download the ISO file, use the burning software to burn that to a disk. You need a DVD, the DVD-R to do that. And make sure the computer you're going to install it on, it has a Windows 7 product key. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to install it on this HP computer, but this can work on multiple computers. So it can work on a Dell, it can work on HP, it can work on Compaq. As long as it has a Windows 7 key on the computer itself. You can use that key and put Windows 10 in. Basically, this is what we're going to do here is start. You got to basically make sure on your boot up sequence when you first turn your computer on. You can look up your specs and like your BIOS. Sometimes all you got to do is push a certain key to the boot menu. Once you get to the boot menu, you select your ROM that your disk is in. Basically, you boot from the CD. That's how I'm going to show you. But most computers are all different on this. So it could be an Escape, it could be F12, F11. As I said, you need to look up when you first turn your computer on. They'll tell you boot menu or boot devices. You want to select that corresponding key for that boot device. Then you'll see a list of like your hard drive, your CD-ROM or DVD-ROM. You'll say right, basically you can get the gist of the idea of it. So if you don't know how to do this and you're not comfortable doing it, I recommend don't do it. So, but this is how we're going to show you how to do it. Alright, but as I said, there's two key things you're going to need to do. You got to burn a copy of a Windows 10, look up your specs for your computer, corresponding basically like Windows 32-bit, 32-bit, or 64-bit. Basically, most computers with 2 gigs of RAM usually requires just 32-bit. So anything higher than 3 to 4 gigs of RAM, I recommend a 64-bit. So, sorry for the cut there. Had a phone call. Basically it. But as I said, 2 key things you're going to need. Burn a copy of Windows 10, 32-bit or 64-bit. Check the specs of the computer, which one it needs. Sometimes if you already got 7 installed on the computer, you can go in the system information, they'll tell you 32-bit or 64-bit. So that's best. Just get it for that corresponding what it is. Do it exactly what it says, 64-bit or 32-bit. So that's best how to do it. As I said, if you're not comfortable doing this, don't do it. Because once you do this, you can just basically, you're going to have to pay somebody to do it for you. So, if you're not, alright, basically it. As I said, check on your specs on your computer, how to boot your computer from the disk. Make sure that you got to have the disk and the CD key of the Windows 7 product key. That Windows 7 product key you'll find on your under the laptop. You'll see maybe under the battery. It might be under the bottom, just right on the bottom. You'll see the stick. I'll show you right here in this video. Basically, right, this product key. It'll look like this exactly. So that sticker will look like that. So if you just use that key, you can install Windows 10 right off the disk from that way. Okay, everyone. As I said, the 2 key things you're gonna have is the product key and your Windows 10 disk burnt. So this is gonna be an HP computer I'm gonna do it on. As I said, all computer. If you got a Dell, it's gonna be different on their how to do the boot sequence and stuff. As I said, if you're not comfortable, don't do it. So, basically you got your disk burnt, but you want to turn the computer on, pop it in the ROM. Oh yeah, I will provide a link below in my description where to get the ISO copy of Windows 10. Basically, it's for free. As long as you have the product key, you'll be good. So, the product key, you don't need the product key to download it. It's like you need to download the 32-bit or the 64-bit to what your computer specs are. So, I'm going to go ahead and turn the computer on. I already got the disk in the ROM already to go. So, okay. And you want to push the key to go to the boot sequence, which is escape on this. If I got it in time. Of course, it might already boot from the disk already too. So, if it comes up like that, boot from the DVD, go ahead and press any key to boot from it. Normally some computers will do that automatically, but some you have to go to make sure you go to the boot menu and select the ROM to boot from the disk. This is how it looks like when you boot from the Windows 10 disk. Okay. Basically, you want to make sure all this is correct. Normally, you default normally. So basically, make sure your language and your time and currency format, keyboard layout, and stuff like that. All right, and just click Next. And click Install Now. Okay, so I'm going to blur out the key on this, so don't even try to use the key off this. So, use your own product key. I said you'll find it on a sticker below the computer, on the bottom of the computer or the side of the computer. If you're using a desktop or something like that, it'll be on the side somewhere. If not, you're trying to screw it up. The laptop are mostly underneath the laptop or in the bottom. The Windows 7 product key. I said this will only work with the Windows 7 product key. Most Windows 8 computers you install from the disk, they'll recognize this without the key. So you don't need the key for those Windows 8 computers to do it. Okay. Yeah, this is where you got to put the product key in. So. You gotta type it in exactly, or you're not gonna get nowhere. It'll reject the key. Okay, as soon as you type in the key, go ahead and click Next. It's going to scan through, make sure it's a legitimate key, make sure it's going to be compatible with Windows 10, which any Windows 7 key should work with this. You can't use Vista, it won't accept Vistas. So, it must be a 7 key. Alright, go ahead and accept the license terms. Check the click the box here and click Next. Then you want to go to Custom Install Windows Only Advanced. You want to click that. Okay, it's going to show you are your partitions on your hard drive. Basically with the cache memory and your OS and the recovery partition. Mind you, this is what I'm going to tell you is what's going to happen here. You got to delete every single one of these. Okay, this is very important to most people. This right here is the basically HP recovery. You're going to see maybe a Dell recovery. Same thing. You'll say recovery partition. That recovery partition contains all your information of like the previous Windows was on here on this computer. Like this has got Windows 7. This is the OS that if you do a factory reset or anything like that, you know, if you delete this, that will be gone. In order to put back, if you want to go back to 7, you have to get the original copy of Windows 7 disk or a restore copy from HP himself. But again, you can use the key on the side of the computer if you get a copy of Windows 7 and on the key on the computer, on the side of the computer, you can install it with that key. And you can go to like Dell or HP's website and get the drivers that you need that need to be installed under your device manager that are missing. But as I said, make you think about your choice here at this point before you go any further. As I said, it's going to be it's going to want you to erase these partitions completely, especially this one. It's going to wipe that recovery out, and you're not going to be able to use the factory reset ever again. We'll let you know. Okay? So, alright, I already got permission from the customer to do this, and he basically, there is a way to factory reset the Windows 10. I'm going to make a video of that too. So, I'll show you how to do that. Alright? Because it's going to be totally different from your proprietor's computer factory reset. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and delete this. And I said, think about it before you do it. And it will wipe off all information on your computer. Basically, click each partition and click delete each one of them. And it'll play unallocated space. Basically, your hard drive has no partitions whatsoever on it. Now, basically, after you got all that done, at this point, you want to click new. And this will change the size of the hard drive or whatever, but just leave it as is. So if you want, it's up to you if you know what size to put it, what you want for certain partitions. Go ahead, but go ahead and click apply, and then you click OK, and it'll create a new partition on the hard drive and the cache cache for the hard drive too, the system reserve. Okay, as you see, as it did here. Then after you're done with this, don't need to click. All you got to click is next. Don't touch anything or anything. Make sure this partition 0, drive 0, partition 2 is selected. You see the biggest drive right there. If you try to put it on the 500 megabyte one, it won't let you. It's too small. So if you don't touch anything whatsoever after that, click next and let it go. If you want, go ahead and click restart or just wait. You don't need to do anything at this point. Leave it alone. Don't touch the keyboard at all. Just let it reboot. Okay, at this point, it's basically done. This is installed. All right, now you want to click Use Express Settings. Okay, at this point, if you have a Microsoft account, go ahead and enter your Microsoft account at this point. Or create one. That's up to you. If you don't want to do that and just want a local account, just click skip down here. Then go ahead and enter the name of your choosing here. Like whatever name you want to use. Like this is the owner's computer, I'm going to put in owner. Password is not required. If you want to put a password, go ahead. We don't need to. But if you're done, go ahead and click next. Okay. Alright, if you're connected to the network, of course, you want to click yes to that. After you get all booted, first thing you might want to check, for one thing, when you do this on your computer at any time, if you do it this way, install for Windows 10 from a disk, directly from a disk with the Windows 7 key, you want to go to settings. You want to click, go down to the window button here. And you want to go to click settings. Then you want to click devices right here. And you want to go down, scroll down to the bottom. There says device manager right here. Okay, and click that. I'm going to show you. You always want to check. Well, this is good. No, if there's nothing missing here, because everything looks good at this point. All drivers are installed for this computer. But it's always good to run updates. So that looks good. If you don't see nothing missing here, don't worry about any drivers you need to download. Because Windows Update will take care of that. Go ahead and exit all this. Alright, okay. Go down to Start menu again. Go to Settings. And go to basically down here, scroll to the bottom, it says Update and Security. You want to click that. And you want to click this. Check for updates. Okay, and it says there are updates available. So let it update the computer for you. Basically, as you can see, there's quite a few for this computer. And you're going to find most of them just as like the same as anything else. So, once you get all this done, after it's going to probably request for reboot, and let it reboot. And let it get done with finishing the updates. And after that's back up again, repeat this again. Check to see if there's any more updates. There usually are sometimes. But sometimes they're not. But just check anyways. Okay? And just do the same thing again. But that's basically how you install Windows 10 using a Windows 7 product key. So, if this video is helpful, please like and subscribe, and have a good day. Thank you for watching my video.